At that time, spring vacation, Easter vacation was either 6 weeks long or 8 weeks long. It was huge. And so we were going to travel all through Europe because this was our chance. And so I had a VW Bug, and I picked them up, and we drove all through Europe, staying in youth hostels, having a wonderful time in different countries. We had just come down from the Pyrenees in France, the mountains that divide France and Spain, and we're going down kind of an isolated country road in Spain. This is not it. This was just the closest I could come. And the car just died. It stopped running. We kind of pulled over into the farmer's field and tried to turn it. It wouldn't even turn over. It just was stuck. 2 farmers from the field came over and looked at the car and shook their heads. They didn't know what to do. So we sat there trying to figure out what to do when a Mercedes pulled up beside us and 2 men got out. The driver was a Frenchman who was vacationing in Spain during his Easter vacation. And the other man that he had picked up hitchhiking turned out to be a German Volkswagen mechanic, a Catholic, on a spiritual pilgrimage through Spain during Easter vacation. I told this to a friend not too long ago, and she said, that was a God moment. And I thought, now that what I know is also a guardian angel moment, maybe. So there we were. He got the car started. My friends rode with a Frenchman. They could speak with him. They were studying in Lausanne. And I went with the German in my car, and we went to the closest town, and he went to a car place, and he explained to them what needed to be done, and they fixed the car. Those men stayed with us until the car was fixed, and we were on our way again. One thing I remember at the German man, he was really kind of focused on the stigmata, the scars that Christ had during his crucifixion. My question became, and I knew nothing at that time about this study, who could have sent these men to us? What are the chances that a German Volkswagen mechanic would be coming down a country road in Spain just when we needed him most? So it seemed that my influential moments, spiritually influential moments in Spain, were pulling me one way and another. I put this in because all through our drive through Spain, we would see very ornate, I've never seen such ornate things, Easter floats, many in my day pulled by horses, with young children dressed in their family best, very ornate statues of Jesus and the Holy Mother. And this kind of shows how ornate the floats were. After my year abroad, I didn't have any more startling moments that year, but after my year abroad, I came home, I finished college, I married my husband Richard, we were blessed with 2 sons, and continued to try different church denominations, still hoping to find answers for me, why we humans are even on earth. We lived in La Jolla for a few years, and then we moved to Denver before moving to the kind of lightish green farmhouse with the red door that you passed if you drove to Questhaven this morning on your right. And most of you know the mystical story when Ann Hubble stopped at the farmhouse and invited us to come to church. Although I have to admit, we had been consciously avoiding even coming down the road this far because we were making up spooky stories about what was behind the mysterious pink gates. That's just what we did because we didn't know what was there. And here's the gate in those days. And it did not open automatically. We climbed out of how many of you all remember that? Surely everybody does. We climbed out of our cars to open the gate manually. So my family Anne seemed like a really nice person. And so we took her advice, and we came to church that following Sunday. As you might imagine, hearing Flower speak was the most influential spiritual experience of my life.